guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. If you're new, I'm so happy you found us and thank you for subscribing. If this is your first time visiting, I hope you enjoy our videos, and I need to ask at the beginning of this video, I normally don't, but if you could please hit the subscribe button and that little bell. I am desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by December 31st, and I'm still like basically 204 away. So I don't think we're going to make it, but please, we're still trying. Today we are talking all about little last minute Christmas journals, but if you don't celebrate Christmas, don't worry. This will translate into a New Year's Eve or an everyday or a birthday, anniversary, or whatever you want it to be, new job. Whatever you want it to be, it will translate into, okay? So stick with me through this. It's going to be a great video. And at the end, I will do a flip through of this Christmas journal that I made last year and did not use. So I'm pretty excited to share that with you as well. If you want to do this with me, you will need some Christmas ephemera, whatever you have on hand, and a Christmas card and or a thank you card. I'm going to show you two different quick journals. One can actually, they both can be gifts. One is more gift tilted, but it's all fun and I'm super excited to share these ideas with you. So come on in and we're going to get started. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you two different ideas for creating quick journals that can either be gifts or for yourself. And again, if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's fine. This will translate into any time of year, any occasion. And when we're done, we'll do a quick flip through of this journal, which is super fun. I made it either last year or the year before, and I didn't use it, so I wanted to share that with you as well. But let's begin. And to begin, we start with a card base. This is the easiest way. They make great covers for journals. They're a great size, have a good hand feel, and I mean, come on, the covers are already beautiful, right? So this would be my base, or where I would start. And you might be saying, well, that one's not squared off. No, it's not. And what I would do is, if I did want to use this one, there's two ways you could go. You could just leave everything squared off and have it squared off behind there. Or you could make a template out of cardstock, put this down flat, trace it, cut out your template, and then cut out all of your signature pages to have the same shape. That's what I would do if I had time. If I didn't have time, I would probably go to my second option and just use a square card. That's me. Everybody's different. You could also just use a piece of red paper behind this and then put the signatures in the red paper, and that would be, what you see around it. So up to you. Everybody's different. Now, this is a Christmas card from my mom and daddy a few years ago, before we lost my daddy. And all I would do is get my signature and make sure it fit size-wise. And if it doesn't fit, I would just come around and trim it off. Just like that. That simple. And then I would take my owl, poke my holes in my signature and the card, and I already have some holes in the signature. I would poke them through with this little tool, which is very handy. And then I would bring in my wax thread, a needle, and sew it together. And boom. That simple. I already have a journal finished. And then I could come in and add some decor. Again, we want this to be a simple process. So how would I add decor? I'd use some ribbon. If I had Christmas napkins, I might decoupage a Christmas napkin on the back of a page or two. I would use ribbon. I would use washi tape, stickers. Boom, you have a quick journal. You can also, if you have scrapbook paper, you can make a little note tip-ins with them. You can make pockets. This is a pocket made from a guest check. Okay? This was simple to make. A guest check. Fold it. You can glue it or sew it. Add some Christmas paper, a sticker. And now I have a pocket for a page in my journal. And you would just keep going like that. And we're going to talk about how simple it is, how fast you can take something like this. This is a little coffee stained bag, a real one, small one. And I had already sewed around all the edges, but you can still use it as a bag and fold it in half. I'm going to show you how you can turn this into maybe a great pocket. It could be a page for one. It could be a pocket, a tuck spot, a pocket, and a pocket. Okay? To decorate it, I would just come in. Let me get some paper. Get some red paper here. Put a strip of red paper. Add a little washi to it. Throw on a sticker. And boom, I have a really cute triple pocket. Or I could take a napkin, if I have Christmas napkins, or even red napkins, decoupage the napkin on. If it has an image, I would cut out one of these little toy soldiers, decoupage him on, put the little strip of paper, put him on there, and boom. Or put the gold to bring out the gold in him. So it's real simple if you have everything around you to start with. So let's talk about what do you need around you to make this really simple and fast Christmas journal. Well, again, you need a card. You need a card. You need some paper of some sort. It can be Christmas paper. It can be colored paper. Whatever you have. You need washi tape and stickers. And that's all I would use. If you have some, Christmas music you might want to add, that's fine. If you have something that, symbolizes Christmas or whatever holiday you're using, I would do that. And if this is the only thing you have, remember my trick of making a copy of it or scanning it, saving it, and then printing it, but downsizing it because these are too big. Okay, so these are all options. You can also utilize the envelope that comes with your card and put your journal in it when you're done if it's a gift for somebody else. How cute is that? They'll think they're getting a card and they open it up and they have an amazing journal. So anyway, gather some paper, gather your pre-made signatures, and if you're going, I don't have pre-made signatures, I did talk about, was it last year in January, of making signatures ahead of time. Now, our next video on Saturday, we're going to talk about mask making, so stay tuned. But I do like to put signatures together so I can just reach over to the folder I keep them in and grab a signature or two out. And it's very generic, as you can see. It's not cut. It wasn't even planned for this. I just made it. So if I needed to grab a signature very fast, I didn't have to hunt for all the papers to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my signature down to fit my card. And we'll be right back and we'll go with the next part of this process. Okay. I have my signature cut down. It fits nicely in there. Now all I have to do is poke my holes through my signature and my card and sew it together. I'm going to do that later because I don't want this video to get way too long. So what we're going to talk about now is decorating. And of course, I'm going to use my little pocket I made probably for the bigger journal, and I just kept it. I'm just going to pick a blank page, and I'm going to put my pocket on it. Let's see here. Let's put it right here. I think that will look really great right there. I'm going to put my pocket, I'm going to tape it down on two sides so I have like a little tuck spot behind it. And I'm going to use my double-sided tape because if you haven't watched me much before, when I'm doing these videos online, I always use double-sided tape. It just makes things faster and I don't have to wait for tape to dry. If you watch my art videos, that is the one thing that just kills me because I have to wait for paint to dry, because if I don't, it ends up not drying right and it messes up. So speaking of art video, I have a great one planned for Wednesday. Thursday. It'll be Thursday. Today's Tuesday. Okay. So I put that pocket there. And now we're going to do one more with our little bag that I had just pulled out of my stash that was just pre-stitched. That's all I've done to that. And we're going to go to the back because I like to kind of spread pockets out. And we'll put it on this piece of paper. But this we have to decorate. So before we put it on there, I'm just going to put this to mark my spot. Let's pull out some things we can decorate it with. Alright, well, I couldn't find a book page, so we'll use a piece of graph paper and some lace and some Christmas paper. And what I'm going to do is flip it over and use the red side like I showed you before. I'm going to layer on some lace under it, so I'm creating a double layer on the side. So it's going to look like, let's show you here, that, I think that's pretty. And then what I'll do is I'll probably add a little bit of washi in the middle, and I'm going to put a sticker right here. And that's it. Very simple. It doesn't have to be super elaborate to be pretty and to say whatever holiday you're making. In this case, Christmas. And because it's Christmas, I think I will put, instead of a sticker, I think I'll put one of these tags, name tags, gift tags on here. Yep. And we'll add the gold, and that will look amazing. See, 4 simple things. And you probably already have, 3 of these. A sticker would work just as fine right there. Just like that, it looks amazing. And then this was just, again, made from those cards that, come in a paper pack. I cut it out, poked a hole, put some paper, and it's a bookmark. And that's all you really need, especially if you're recording memories. You want plenty of space for pictures and to write. Now, what if you wanted to do one that was more of a gift? Well, let me show you. Before I get to that, though, I was going to show you another Christmas decor that I just found. And again, it's just a book page folded like a pocket with some Christmas paper, like the stocking cut out, fussy cut out, and a little tag. And that's it. Very simple. And it's inked with red ink because it's Christmas. Anyway, let's say that you don't want to do this side. You want something smaller. You don't want it to just be a little place where maybe you can just jot some notes. Maybe you want something, for planning a dinner or a gift exchange. Or maybe just something to record. You're out shopping and you just want to make sure you get all your gifts. You can use smaller things. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I cut to be a file folder, but you definitely could use this as a journal. These again are from scrapbook paper, and you could use these as your front and back cover for a journal. Or if you got any type of junk mail or gift cards, you could use the gift card cardboard as a cover for a journal. Again, this would be sturdy. All of these would be sturdy, and you could throw them in your purse, especially if you're just taking notes for the Christmas shopping, Christmas dinner, or whatever. And all you would do is put some of your paper in them. You could even staple these. This one, because it's not connected, you would need to poke holes and maybe use string or metal key rings. But still, very, very simple, easy ideas. Now, what if you want to give one as a gift? What could you do? This is my thank you note. And I'm going to show you how to make a really cute, easy, fast journal using the envelopes of thank you notes and one just front cover I've cut off the back. All you do is take 3 envelopes, okay? Say you want to give, you have a teenager or an adult who's difficult to buy for, but you need to give them a gift and you have a $30 limit. What you could do is, by using envelopes, you give yourself a lot of flexibility. And I'm going to show you how you can do this. You take 2 envelopes and just layer them together. So you have the flap here and the backs on this side, okay? So then you take the 3rd envelope and you put the flap on the back of the 2nd envelope and fold it in like that. And so it's going to open like 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be like a little brochure that they'll open up. But the cool thing is each one will have a gift in it. And how does that work? You're going to start by, the front is where you have the 2 flaps together, okay? You're going to attach those together like this. So the front, this is going to be a text spot here and here. So you have 2 text spots on the front page. Here what you could do is write out and tell them this is their gift, put some photos, whatever you wanted to. When you open it again, then you have 2 pockets inside, okay? And then on the very back, once you close it back up, on the very back, you have another text spot. So you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots for gifts. Or if you didn't want the front to be gifts, if you didn't want the front to hold gifts, you could stick these together, stick it all down, and remember just the front of our thank you note. You could put that on here, and then it could open like this, and then when they're done, open it like this because it's going to face this way. Flip it over, and there's a pocket there with something in it. Now, I like covering up the double pockets, but you don't have to. You could definitely put like a piece of colored paper in here. You could decoupage a napkin on there and a napkin on both labels and have that as, you know, pockets, whatever you want to do. So let's build this and I'll show you how we're going to construct it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm covering up these front 2 flaps. If you don't want to, that's fine. But let's get it all connected first. So since I'm covering up these 2 flaps, I'm going to start by gluing them together or taping them together. Okay, so that's step 1. And I'll put this double-sided tape down below in case you want to use it. It does make fast journals easy to make. Okay, So there's that. They're down. Now you open it up. You open it up. Now see, it's not supposed to do that, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to glue right here or put a piece of tape right there. Just so it will stay down and not be annoying. And put that down like that. Now you have this. See? And now I'm going to go back and tape the envelopes down on theirs too, because I don't want that to be a pocket on the cover. I just want that to be the cover. So we've taped in 3 places. We've taped the 2 flaps together on the very front. Then we've taped the 2 flaps to the envelope. And then we taped the envelope to the second flap inside. Now we have a book. Now to finish it off, because we want our trifold gift here or journal, what we're going to do is place our 3rd envelope on, and it's going to open like this. So we need to attach this at the back, but we want this to be a working envelope. So we want this to be a working pocket. So I'm just going to attach a little bit of tape on each corner because I want it to hold stuff. Okay, super simple. Make sure you tuck your envelope all the way in. You know, make sure it's nice and tight in there so when you tape it down, it's where it needs to be. And then just tape your corners down, and now that is the pocket. That's the back. Okay, so there's the front. There's the inside of your card. You could put a message here and put gifts in here. You could put photos here, close it up, and here's a pocket on the back. But remember, my thank you notes go like this. So mine is going to open up like this. You can do yours however you want. And remember, you still have a tuck spot on the back. You just need to make sure whatever you put in there doesn't fall out, which is fine. Now, for the cover, it's going to be super simple. I'm going to keep it easy and clean. And I'm going to take just the front cover of my thank you note. And I'm going to tape it to the front. I think that's very pretty. So I'm just going to put tape around the edges of my cover here. And I'm going to do this quickly because this is getting long and I still want to do my Christmas journal flip through as well. And remember, all these journals, this envelope journal, the Christmas card journal, and even the Christmas full-size journal can all be changed out. The themes are easily changed out, and they could be birthday, graduation, anniversary, Mother's Day, or just a simple journal to say, hey, this is my vacation, or whatever you want. Okay, so there's the cover. Super simple. You open it up. You can put pictures there, write something here. You can put presents in here if you wanted to, or you could decorate these pages, and then the back could be something too. If you want to put some pretty paper down over the white envelope before you put it in, you could use red envelopes and put something down. Whatever works best for you. I kind of like the very clean aesthetic on this, so I might just put a little red paper down and then put that on it, or I might leave it plain. But you get the idea. Very simple. Everything I did was extremely simple. Wouldn't take a lot of time to finish 100%. But you get the idea for 2 very simple journals. Now, let's clean up and we'll do a quick flip through of the journal I made a couple of years ago. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm going to do a quick flip through, no talking. I will say this is napkin on the front. I decoupaged a napkin, then cut out some images. I did make this little paper clip from Ornaments at Dollar Tree. This is the center, and what I did for the center signature is I made a pocket, and it's actually sewn inside, and the center pocket hides the sewing. A little half pocket, so fun. And then this is a calendar. I was going to show you one thing though to be careful of, and we talk about this a lot, but let's see, I just saw it. Hold on, let me find it again because it's worth mentioning. When you use book pages, remember to be cognizant of what book pages you're using, because in a Christmas journal it says the weapon, which probably shouldn't be in a Christmas journal. Thank goodness it's mine, but that's just something to kind of keep an eye out. And again, this would make a great pocket just on the side there. Super cute. Okay guys, well that's a couple of easy quick journals that could be gifts or for yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Coming up on Thursday, we have an art video for you. It's going to be a great one. There's a lot of information in there. Plus, guess what? My art advent calendar will be here today, so we will be doing that on Thursday. I'm so excited. Like I said, I've never had an advent calendar before. And then on Saturday, I will be talking about mass making, pre-making items, things like this, or having signatures prepped. So come back on Saturday for that. Thanks again for being here. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that little bell. We are I am desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by December 31st, and I so would appreciate it. And I guess that's it. Thanks for being here as usual. I can't wait to see you again on Thursday. Bye, guys.